Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 5th to the 11th of August. Hope you're doing well. Let's just open up your flower, shall we? There we go. So here is your overall energies here, followed by your karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side. And then we have the influences from the universe, both on relationships and on your financial side, jobs, business and projects. After that, we have the connection to your past self and how you've got to where you are. And then we have your future self, both on your relationship and your financial side. And then followed finally by the lessons or the understandings that come out this week that will help you to start manifesting what you so desire in your life. So without further ado, welcome. Let's just go into your reading. The overall energies here. It's a champagne supernova. Champagne supernova in the sky. There's a lot of excitement here. And excitement's fantastic. Obviously, it seems very sort of positive at the moment. Very, very, very positive from within you. Very happy, vibrant energies that is coming through you and is connecting to the overall energies. But there is also, there's always two sides to the story. And this is just basically sort of saying, it's a warning more than anything else. I don't think it's the main thing. I think it's a warning more than anything else. Just be wary that your enthusiasm doesn't blind your logic, doesn't blind your critical thinking, as it were. Okay, so the moon card. Yeah, it's bringing, I think this is what the excitement is. There's a lot of things that are coming to the surface that are giving you a lot of understanding within this world, within the world around you, both on your relationship side and on your financial side. With this moon card here, it shines a light on things that you wouldn't normally see in the dark. And that's what it's sort of like. You don't get a perfect view of it, but you get this whole sort of kind of, wow, it titillizes the exciting energy that is within you. Okay, and that's what the overall energy seems to be playing through. And I think you should be really looking to allow that excitement to almost boil over into productive things within your relationship side, but also within your financial side. And on your relationship side, it's your karmic path. It's really, really big, and it's playing to your future. It's opening the door. It's opening. Either you're going to find someone who is really in tune with you, really, really in tune with you, or you're going to, find a way of being that you are totally in tune with yourself, being in alignment with yourself, or just simply in alignment with life and being ecstatically happy about, your connection of just walking down the street and connecting with people. It's really, really nice, but it's playing into your future. It's opening the doors for the future. The universal energies here, a little bit more sort of timid, but it does play into the connection between your future and the decisions that you're making as well. And this could well be that sort of like guiding side from the universe, sort of saying, just be a little bit wary, don't be blind about it, about life. I remember I walked through a gate when I was a kid, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. There was no moon out. You've got the moon here. I didn't. I was smiling. I was laughing. I was smiling, actually. And the person in front of me shut the gate before I could go through it. And as I walked forward, I literally walked into the gate, and the gate went ding, and it just chopped one of my tooths in half. And I was smiling. I was happy as Larry. And I just wasn't paying attention to what was going on around me. And I think there's a certain degree of that that's coming through from the universe. Your past self here is tying into the moon. So it's bringing things in from the past. And it could be something like someone may tell you something, like sort of kind of going, oh, that person there has been talking about you a lot, and that's made you feel kind of like, yeah, wow, great, yeah, I'd really like to be with that person and everything like that. Or it could be, that they've told you something that's made you kind of going, I knew it, I knew I was right, sort of scenario. And your future self is playing very much within the karmic path there, playing into your future. Something about roses, a bed of roses. Now, you've got to be careful with a bed of roses, because that's very nice, but at the same time, it's also got thorns on it. And that's what I mean about, there is a certain degree here that keeps coming back about sort of just being wary. Don't be blind about this all. And the lesson of this week here is playing to your highest degree that is good for you. So you're not just going in this and just following like a lost sort of butterfly or a lost sort of wind in a way. It's actually very beautiful, but at the same time, I think there is sort of like the lesson that's coming out of this is kind of going, I can give purpose to this good vibration that you're feeling within you. Tower. Do you know what? Okay, first things first. Everybody's been getting the Tower, right? It's obviously the theme for the week. Tower, realization, but it is a self-realization here, and this is where it's bringing things to the surface. And as I said, this is according to your past, you might have realized something, or someone says something to you, you understood something according to your past, and this is going to change your belief systems about your future. I think it's going to free you up actually enormously, this Tower moment. I think this Tower moment is really, really, really good for you. The universe, out with the old and in with the new. This is this vibrant energy. If you like, that's the Tower there that's being brought down, and it's on your karmic path to bring it down. So then you can allow this Tower here, this Ace of Wands, to come to the fore. It's really, really passionate and a beautiful future that you're developing for your relationship side. And from your past, you get the Queen of Swords. The past here is influencing from to the moon. So it's bringing things to the surface. So you can now see she's going off on a pathway. She is taking a pathway rather than following the path. She is creating a pathway. And I think this is where something from your past is coming to the surface that's going to make things a lot clearer for you to self-actualize your future. And your future self is sort of saying, with the Seven of Wands, so the Seven of Wands is built upon the Six of Wands there. Six of Wands is recognition, success, victory, being the leader, and a real glow-up moment. But out of that Six of Wands is not necessarily the end of the journey. It's just like a milestone on that path that you're going down. And you've got to take that wand and go off and follow it through now. And it's following the evident path. That's what the Seven is all about. It's revealing, it's revelation for you. And it's revealing that beautiful pathway of your future. And, okay, so the lesson that comes out of this is the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands here, you have that one person, sorry, I was just trying to see, that one person there has taken that wand, which is that one there, okay? Taking that wand and going off into a new dimension and leaving that destructive, chaotic dimension in the past. Any sort of complications with any relationships or emotions have come to its end. And that's what the universe, that Ace of Wands, is giving you there. So it's a learning card, it's a lesson card, the Five of Wands. And this lesson is obviously for you to take complete control over your own destiny in regards to emotions and love within life. Very powerful Tower moment for you, Pisces. Very good Tower moment, I think, more than anything else. Let's just have a look what's going on your financial side. Okay, this is karmic message here is playing into the universal energies. So it's obviously something that's being deblocked, as it were. that you're waiting for. Okay, so it's playing into two places. There's a certain degree what the universe is bringing in is learning for understanding the here and now, but also because you're understanding in the here and now, you're opening a door to your future. So you might have seen these games where you've got to move pieces around to make a space to move another piece, so eventually you can get the actual puzzle, you know, the picture on the puzzle where it's all messed up before. It's a bit like the Rubik's Cube. The Rubik's Cube, you've got to move it in certain ways before you can get that one color in that one particular place. And that's what seems to be going on here with this whole sort of thing. There seems to be something that's really putting it all into context. You've got the and the universe is really helping you here. So a lot of coincidences going on in that respect. On your past self is also playing into the moon here. So there's obviously, as I said, on your karmic path, to connect something from the past to your future. And your future is something a lot more solid. It's almost as if you're taking control of a company, or you're taking control of a project, and you're sitting in the CEO's chair. It's like you have a lot more control over your destiny than you may see, that you may think. The lesson that's coming out of this this week, this plays much more into that side of being that vibrant energy that is coming through you, that champagne energy that's coming through you. This lesson here on this side here, I think, is much more tied into sort of kind of going, do not suffer fools gladly either. You can be very nice and very friendly to everybody, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to give them the whole enchilada, as it were. Okay, and I think that's what the lesson that comes out of this week. King of Pentacles, yes, it's saying you've got all the abundance, all the knowledge, the abundance of knowledge and understanding in order to open this sort of like doorway to a success that is much more secure in life. And that's where the CEO sort of thing, the company director, it's like you're sat in within the chair where that chair there, you're sat in that chair there. That's what it is. You're sat in that chair there, and that's where you can really build your future. And it's about your life. You're the CEO of your own life. That's what I think it's saying. And the universe is saying, yeah, you can take control of the Wheel of Fortune. This is the week here where you, through your knowledge of understanding of what you want and how to get it, now is the time to start really playing your cards and turning the Wheel of Fortune in your favor. On your past, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Obviously, there's some sort of rewards that, or some sort of things that you've been planting in the past that are coming to the surface that you didn't see, that you'd been doing in a long time, without naturally doing it, without realizing it. But because you've been doing it, that's what's creating that Wheel of Fortune there, which the Knight of Pentacles has got in his hand, because he's going to plant that seed in order to create his own future. And that's when you're starting to manifest your own future. With the future self, you have the Empress. Complete and utter control. She has an abundance of wheat at her feet. So that's a financial gain, success in the financial or success in the material world, business projects and jobs. But she's also got a control over her emotions. And this is where the critical thinking comes into play. And your future self is going to be you're very open, very nice to people and everything like that. But you're not going to just sort of like, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to give them the keys to the keys to the castle, as it were. You've got to be very attentive about that. And do not worry about it. There's nothing else here to sort of say that stress and strains. I think okay, so that is the lesson of the week, basically. The lesson of the week here is for you not to be emotionally blackmailed by others in order for you to make decisions that are a little bit dubious. That's what I'm getting off of it. Because those dubious decisions put you in a position where you kind of get this repetitive nightmare scenario going on. And I think this is the big lesson of this week here. Do not suffer fools gladly. Be very attentive also to the critical theories, the critical thinking, and understanding that you can be very, very joyous and open to people, but without just giving away everything freely, as it were. With the moon cards, you get the Knight of Swords. Now, this is the champagne that's flowing through you. I think once you sort out this sort of, the Knight of Swords is all about going on a mission, very mentally stimulating as well. And that's where you also get the emotions on the moon card as well coming up to the surface. I think that has a lot to do with that, most definitely. And has a lot to do with that of you manifesting your future. This champagne that's coming through you, in order for it to flow correctly, it's like trying to open up the champagne without taking off the wire casing that goes around the cork. It's just not going to happen. And that's where I think a lot of things are happening this week for helping the self-actualization. With the moon cards, you get the 9 of Wands. Not surprised. Look at all the wands that are already on the table on your relationship side. Very, very passionate thing. I think this tower moment, this reorganization of your belief systems, create a new set of healthy boundaries for you. You know, as I said, you're not going to suffer fools gladly, and you're not going to put up with it anymore. You really want to just enjoy life, and you're taking away, or you're stepping out of a conflictual situation and now stepping into what, a very passionate and pathway that corresponds to you. Yes, the universe is giving you the 5 of Swords, and as it was playing the 5 of Swords, as it was playing on through the energies here, I think this is where it's like it plays out right out into your future, as if I remember rightly. This is, it's walking away from conflict that doesn't serve you. And that's what the 5 of Wands is doing as well. So this is, the universe is helping you to do this by creating a scenario, a situation where you learn something about life. So it allows you to take that direction, another direction in life, which takes you away from conflict. Yeah, exactly. 5 of Wands again. This is, once you take this direction, you will eliminate, emotional or relationship complications within your life. And you've just got to be solid and follow your pathway. With the 4 of Wands now, look at all the wands you've got. You've got 2 5 of Wands. You've now got the 4 of Wands. With the 7 of Wands, you've got the 9 of Wands. Ace of Wands. It's just in very, very, very passionate relationship side of life for you at the moment. And this is you, as you choose to take on that wand and go down and follow your pathway. It's a celebration. And that's where the champagne comes into it. You're really moving into a whole new paradigm that is so fantastic for you. And you can own it. You have complete and utter control at the moment, Pisces. You can develop what you need out of life and be that emperor. And now you've got the emperor and the empress all tied into your future. So it's on your relationship side, it's really physically choosing the pathway to follow, physically doing something, connecting with another person, opening up, or using that information that you've received in a different way, which is going to obviously play into your favor. And you're going to feel very comfortable about who you are and where you're going. On your relationship side, with the King of Pentacles, you get the 6 of Swords, a very good transition. Transitioning away from that through your knowledge and understanding of yourself and the good qualities you have and the experiences you have that you can bring to the table. This is taking you onto much calmer shores. And I think it's because you're realizing the control you have on the situation, where you can turn the Wheel of Fortune in your favor, most definitely. The Wheel of Fortune is with the Queen of Swords. You've got the Queen of Swords twice here on the table as well. This is about you, as I said, taking a direction. And it's the same thing within your financial world. And I think this is why you've got the Empress and Emperor on both sides, very much in the here and now and the future. And it's a direction that you're taking, not only on your relationship side, but on your financial side. It could mean for some of you that you should accept this job that is not, that you've got to move a big distance in order to go to that job. You know, and it's gonna affect both sides of your life. With the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Hangman. Seeing your past in a different way will allow you to realize the golden nuggets that you have been planting all that way, and it allow you to go off on another mission or take your career path to the next level of being the director or the CEO of your own destiny in regards to your job and your business and your projects. Look at that. In your future, the Empress, that's all that abundance I was talking about, that I was saying is at her feet. You have all this abundance, and that's what comes out as well within the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of things going for you. Certainly your future is very, very solid. I find it very imposing as well, your future. And I think it's because you just need to get out there, get involved and do it. You need to, yeah, this is the Eight of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. This is what I mean about sort of doing the good quality work, and therefore not just giving people passes. You can be very, very nice to people, but that doesn't allow you to make dubious decisions. It doesn't allow you to sort of kind of like forget that actually you need someone who's going to really do the job, not someone you necessarily just like or enjoy being with. But here is all about concentrating on the work, concentrating on all the little details that are going to bring you in the success that you so deserve, Pisces. You obviously so deserve. But there's a readjustment that's going on within everybody this week. There's not a sign that hasn't had the Tower moment and stuff like that, but it has been coupled with some really nice opening doorways for you. And I would definitely start pushing to step through those doorways into a whole new paradigm for you. There you go, Pisces. Thanking you very much for all the support you give to this channel. Very much appreciated. Subscribing, clicking the bell and all of that malarkey. I hope you're enjoying the energy videos that we're putting out as well upon this channel. There's going to be more of them as we go on into the future. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.